Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is the Aging Diary, my story, your story, and our story. In this video, I will continue to share my views on home care and services for our seniors and also offer caregiving tips. So, allow me to thank you for your support and for following my channel, for visiting my channel, and for interacting with my channel. I appreciate you all and thank you very much. Today I want to share my views about how we can inject a little bit more of professionalism in home care and services for our seniors. Of course, this is a tip that we can apply to improve the outcomes of our home care and services for our seniors. In this video, I'll try to answer this question. How can we improve or add more professionalism into our seniors' home care and services? I will read a little bit from a book that I have written, and more information about this book is in my bio. It's all about home care and services deciphered. So listen to this and let us learn together. And remember, I share these views and opinions according to what I have learned throughout my working journey. So this section is about improving the delivery of home care and services. Let us consider the cases of 3 customers whom we shall refer to as X, Y, and Z. They have decided to leave their homes and move to sheltered housing or assisted living, where they will purchase home care and services to support their daily lives. They must sign agreements with the assisted living or the sheltered housing management before being accepted as new customers. After the agreements are formalized, the reception and settling down of customers X, Y, and Z in their new homes could be handled as projects. The projects could be given their names. For example, Customers X project, with an outline that covers the moment sheltered housing or the assisted living signs the agreement with them until their agreements are terminated and assisted living or sheltered housing ends its home care and services obligation towards them. The employees would ensure that X, Y, and Z's project goals are reviewed periodically and that any changes in their lives are responded to promptly. When this structural method of dealing with new customers is adopted, coupled with professionalism in running such projects, no matter how small they might be, it could result in strengthened customer-centered approach and a well-organized care and service delivery system in these establishments, in home care and services, or wherever these services are being provided. So in conclusion, I would say that we can run our customers' projects professionally and with a lot of working together, the customer, employees, and other networks. So when the customer comes into our care and services, we know that the first thing that has to be done is an agreement. An agreement has to be formalized. And when we accept this customer into our care and service environment, then we can think of a new project for this customer. This new customer's X project. And the first thing is to have that agreement done. And number 2 is to have an outline of all the things that must be done for this customer, because in the agreement, there is the reason why this customer have decided to come into our care and services. So there are the reasons, and there are the goals, and there are the expectations. Whatever it is, it has to be included in that agreement, and an outline of his or her care and services have to be done. So that list of things that must be accomplished, that must be provided, that must be done, need to be there. And what we should do now with this customer is that we have to assign people to be able to do that project for this customer, not without the customer, but with the customer, including other networks that are needed in order to bring the service package in a very complete way. So when the agreement is formalized and a plan has been set out, the project begins, and this plan has to be executed. Who are the people that will execute this project of this customer? And this customer has to be 100% involved, because this customer is the owner of the project, and the rest of us are the executors of the project. And these executors, number one, includes the service, the care and service provider. Number two, the employees. Number three, volunteers. Number four, other networks. Number five, the family. So there are so many parties involved in this project. And so the project executors, the project management overseers must ensure that everybody in that project, the partakers of this project, including the customer himself or herself, their role is very, very specific and specified. And this project being executed using the project management style. All the people that are involved in this project know what they should do. Let there be a timetable. Is it 3 months, 6 months, 1 year to review this customer's project? And later, let us continue updating the goals, because the goal might not be static. Remember, we are dealing with seniors, so their goals in home care and services cannot be static. They keep changing all the time, and these goals must be updated together with the client. And when we do this as a project, observing all the steps of project management, I tell you the outcomes will be brilliant, satisfying, and commendable. These are my views. Thank you for listening, for availing your time. I appreciate you all, and see you next time. Bye for now.